Hello and welcome to an Orbiter 2016 video series. This is Tex and this will be part 5 of our rescue flight series. Let me go ahead and hop in. So we're right here where we left off. We just rendezvoused with the XR5 that's stranded up here in geosynchronous orbit. If you missed the previous parts, I would definitely recommend you check that out. Part 1, we covered the mission orders. So we were ordered to rendezvous initially with the fuel service station and fill up the XR2 with enough fuel so that we could get up here to geosynchronous orbit, where we have 2 Air Force crew members on board with us. It's believed the crew on the XR5 is dead because they had a sudden loss of pressure and lost all communications with mission control. So what we need to do now, we need to go ahead and dispatch our Air Force guys over there. We'll start with one of them. We'll get them over there and figure out what's going on. I guess maybe we can get a little bit closer so they don't have to spacewalk quite as far. Let's go ahead and we have linear RCS on. We're going to translate forward just a bit. There's a little bit of time acceleration here.
75.
We don't want to get too close yet. So let's go ahead and cancel out that velocity there. Let's get into a nice little formation here for a minute. Okay, let me jump in the glass cockpit for just a bit. We'll check out the geosynchronous MFD. Let's see where we stand here. Okay, so because we do have non-spherical gravity sources on, things have been perturbed quite a bit since I originally set this up, but you can see our difference in apoapsis here. I mean, ideally we would want to have this on 0, this one on 0 for a perfect geosync orbit, but it's relatively good. I mean, we're not staying exactly in one spot over the ground. It's kind of cool if you check out the map MFD and check out the orbit ground track. Check out the orbit there for the geosync. So we're staying sort of in one region, if you will, as the Earth rotates around us. But it's not a perfect geosync orbit, but the challenging part is getting up this high and getting back down with these vessels with enough fuel. It's going to be tight, but I think we should be okay. Alright, the first order of business, we need to go ahead and our nose cone is open. What we need to do is, let's see, pressure chamber. We need to depressurize that so we can open our outer door. So our 2 crew members are Jeff Powers and Andrew Smith. We're going to send out Jeff Powers first. We can turn nav off. Wait for that to depressurize. Let's turn off all of our RCS. We don't want to accidentally move the vessel around or blast the poor guy out there. Okay, so we're good. Alright, let's open the outer door. Oh, gotta turn the APU on. That would help. Okay, outer door is transitioning. Okay, APU off.
Egress successful.
EVA. Alright, now one thing, there is a bug with the UMMU. Dan hasn't updated it yet for Orbiter 2016. We can switch to the UMMU, but we can only stay in the external view. If you jump into an internal view, it will crash Orbiter. So we don't want to forget about that. Let's apply, close, and there's our guy. So let's it's gonna be a little hard just from external view.
Translation.
We're gonna translate. So we want to translate forward over to the XR5 there. Get him moving over there. All right. Man, this is really cool. I can't imagine doing a spacewalk from geosync orbit. What a view that must be. we'll have a look in the window here as he goes by, see what's going on. I of course see some crew members in there, but I'm guessing they're dead. They're not waving, so not a good sign. Alright, let's get him over to the docking port. Nice view of Africa down there below us. This is one big vessel, that's for sure. I mean, look at the size of this thing. And it's hard to see looking back at the sun, but you can see the XR2 behind us there. Alright, so we're just gonna move right down into that docking port. The vessel looks fine on the outside. So we should walk around or do a spacewalk around the vehicle, make sure that there's no holes or anything. They had a sudden loss of pressure. Looks like the docking door here is open, so interesting. Let's go ahead and get down in there and figure out what's going on. Alright, we need to translate over. This is a little hard here from external view. Okay, let's slow down. Move down to the left. Okay, he's moving down in the docking port there. There he goes. Press E to enter the vessel.
Ingress successful.
Okay, we're inside. Okay, let's see where we stand here. Yep, there is no fuel left. Very little RCS. Looks like there's enough APU fuel left. LOX is good. Okay, well, let's see. First thing, I guess let's go ahead. We don't need to do a spacewalk with the other guy. What we can do, we're going to have to dock the two vessels to transfer fuel over. So first thing, let's go ahead, let's turn on the APU. Let's close the outer door and prepare the vessel for the XR2 to dock. Okay, so APU can go off. Chamber pressure, we're going to pressurize. Okay, while that's happening, looks like we're pretty much ready to accept the XR2. So let's jump back over into the XR2. Alright, let's see.
Rotation.
We got rotation on. Make sure we're all ready for docking over here. Let's go to the docking HUD. Okay, let's close our outer door and pressurize our chamber. Outer door is transitioning. Okay, APU off, pressurize the chamber. Okay, while that's happening, I'll jump over in the glass cockpit. Things a little easier to see. Let's see. I wonder if our comm nav is still set up. It is. Okay, nav 2 is the docking frequency, so nav 2, HUD. There we go. Alright.
Translation. Pressure 14.7 psi.
Okay, we're good. Let's translate up and move over to the docking port.
Rotation.
Let's go ahead and turn nav on. Sorry about that, switching so quickly between the cockpits here. Okay, nav lights are on. I'll illuminate the docking port a little bit more for us. All right.
Translation. Rotation. 40.
We'll get oriented the correct way for the docking port.
Translation. 30. Rotation.
Looking for that rotational alignment indicator. There it is. Bring that over to the center. We see right down in the cockpit from here.
Translation. Rotation.
Let's hop over to the glass cockpit. Tell you what, let's also, I know this vessel has RCS fuel on board, so let's use remote vessel control, XR5, and kill rotation. Should make things a little easier to keep it lined up. Okay, longitudinal rotation axis lined up there. Okay, rotational looks good. Translation. Let's move over to the left. We're moving up. Again, closing a little bit. Alright, we're almost there. Almost perfectly lined up. Looks good. Some rotation. Rotation.
Translation. $15.
15 meters. Take a look outside. Looking good there. All right. One more kill rotation.
10. Rotation. 9. Translation. 8. 7. 5. 4.
I'm going to brake a little bit
3.
and get within 1 meter, bring our closure velocity down to 0.01. And let's see. Everything looks good and lined up.
Two.
Take a look outside. Guess we don't need this anymore. One more tail rotation. Close that. We can watch ourselves dock here. One last look. Looks good. Quick time acceleration.
1.
Everything's lined up. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. We'll just watch ourselves dock here. About to make contact.
Contact.
There we go. Contact. All right. Okay, so we're docked. Let's see. Let's go ahead and send the other Air Force crew member over there and
Rotation.
let's put ourselves in a docked state. Can use
Using
external cooling.
O2.
We can turn nav off.
External cooling online.
So we'll leave nav on. Let's see. Okay, that all looks good up there. So we've done pretty good. We're docked in just under 2 days to get up here. All right, now let's send our other crew member over there. So we need to open the outer door, and I guess the outer door in the other vessel needs to be open too. APU off. Let's hop over into the XR5. APU on. Outer door open. We certainly don't want to remember to close those. We certainly want to remember to close those before undocking. Alright, so let's go back to our XR2. And let's send Andrew Smith over there.
Crew member transferred successfully.
Okay. Alright, so they're inspecting the vessel right now, looking for any survivors. The other guy, I guess he can prepare for us to send some fuel over to him. Let me go to the glass cockpit view, a little easier to see this. Alright, we're going to use the fuel transfer MFD. Alright, let's set okay, BV to docked vessel and huge. You can change the tank here. Huge is the main fuel tank. This one is set to, that's our RCS tank. That's our scram engine, scram fuel tank, and this is our main engine tank. Alright, so we're going to transfer most of our fuel over there. We don't need very much to get back home. So we're going to transfer that direction. And you can see that's happening now. We can go a little bit faster. Go go over to this view, you can actually see our fuel is reducing here. So the XR5 is going to need probably around 1900 in delta V to be able to return to a low Earth orbit, or to lower its orbit down so it collides with the atmosphere. Essentially what we're going to have to do, we're only going to have enough fuel to essentially lower our altitude so it collides with the atmosphere, and then we'll have to do the rest in the atmosphere. So we're not going to be able to do any plane change alignments for the base or anything like that. Okay, we can transfer a little bit quicker than that. Slow it down. So we're probably going to take this down to under 10%. Let's take it down to 8%. That should be enough fuel, because we still have RCS fuel here too. In fact, let me transfer some of that over to the main. We're not going to need more than about 20% RCS fuel. Probably won't even need all of that, but just to be safe.
Crossfeed.
Okay, and since we transferred our crew members over, we're at 4 days of locks, so we have plenty of locks left to get home. Okay, so let's transfer what's left here. What do we have over there? We have... okay, so we're probably going to need around 12,300 kilograms of fuel in the XR5 to make this happen. Whew, that's going to be close. Alright. Let's see where we get. So we're shooting for around 12,300. There's 12. Okay. That's close. Really close, but I think we have enough. I guess we'll find out. Alright. So that's all we can afford to give them. We might be able to afford a little bit more, but I think they should have enough to return, and we should have enough to return. So we're gonna go with that. Alright, so that is done. I guess we don't need any of that anymore. Alright, so they're over there. We're all set. We've transferred the fuel. So we can hang out here for a bit longer. Let's see, where are we at? See us all docked up there. There's the Earth. What a cool view. Awesome. Alright, let's just take a look at our landing window. It's probably not going to give us a calculation. It's definitely not going to give us a calculation for Cape Canaveral, because we're not, our orbital plane I don't believe is going to be crossing that close enough. Let me just take a look. Let's see what we got. Base sync, target. Okay. Yeah. No, it's we're gonna have to get our altitude down first, get out of geosync orbit before we're gonna have any kind of a pass by the base. Let's just, I bet it's gonna be the same for Edwards. Is it just Edwards? Yep. Okay. Alright, so that does us no good right now. Okay, so we have docked, we've transferred the fuel. We have our 2 Air Force crew members. They're on the XR5 right now. Essentially, we are prepared to leave them and let them return. Of course, I will fly that as well. So I'm going to end this part here. We're approaching on 30 minutes. So let me go ahead and save this. And this is where we will pick up in the next part. I believe the next part what we'll go ahead and do is we'll do the XR5. We'll take the XR5 back first. Make sure that we get that back safely. That takes priority. And then we'll have to come back and you know, not literally fly back up here, but we'll do another part with me returning the XR2 back to Cape Canaveral. So the XR5 is going to go to Edwards Air Force Base. All right, listen, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe for updates for the coming parts. We will finish up this series. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.